Every time I open the back of my van, it just makes me happy. I'm so glad that I bought this van. It was actually 16 months ago when I bought this van. It set me back about £9,000, but it was definitely the best investment I've ever made. Firstly, it has helped massively with running my business, and also it's enabled me to travel around lots of different places. I went around Europe last year, and it's all been possible because of this piece of machinery. After I bought this van, I wanted to turn it into a little camper. I wanted to put a bed in the back and use it as like a little camper van. The only problem was I didn't have a clue how to do any of the actual DIY work. I'd never used a power tool before, I'd never played around with electrics, so it was a big learning curve. But by the end of summer last year, I finally managed to finish my mini camper van. It's very simple really, it's just apply bed, apply desk. Everything's made of ply. I just screwed loads of pieces of plywood together. My proudest part of this was the pull-out drawer. This was a little bit more technical because I had to play around with runners, like the drawer runners. But look at this. That's my kitchen. Like in there are all my cooking kitchen things. It's nothing fancy, it's nothing crazy, it's nothing spectacular, but it does the job. Anyway, once I finished building the camper van, I then took it on a mighty road trip. The longest time I've ever been away from home, actually. It was just over 6 weeks of traveling around Europe, and it was the best 6 weeks of my life, I think. I traveled to so many amazing places, met up with some of the best people I've ever met, and it was just a time of my life which I will probably remember and look back on with good memories forever. It was really, really special time. And it's all thanks to this car, this van, for getting me there. So after I got back from my European road trip, I didn't really do as much traveling. Instead, I've been really busy on other projects such as beekeeping, gardening, mushroom growing. But for the first time in a while, I have a couple of days free, and I'm gonna take my van to do some camping at my favourite spot at the top of a big hill over there. In fact, what I really want to do is do some cooking and camping. I have some really nice ingredients to cook with because I went fishing the other day and caught some fish, and I've been growing stuff in the back garden so we can put some of that together, make a nice plate of food, and look over the wonderful scenery that you get to see when you're up on the South Downs. Earlier on today I did a bit of a spring clean because I haven't cleaned my van out in ages. Brushed out all the dirt, put my clean mattress on the bed, filled up my fridge with some food, all my cooking stuff is in the drawer. Let's go! It has been so hot the last few weeks. I'm not complaining, it's really nice. But it has meant that I've had to water the garden a lot. Why am I telling you this? When I bought this van, it had 100,000 miles on the clock, and right now it has 136,000. So I've done 36,000 miles in the last year. Is that a lot? I don't know. First thing I need to do this evening is go to the shop. Traffic lights. Where am I going? I'm going to the big Sainsbury's because they have a really good ice cream selection. Ah, my eyes! Ah, how about we go to Budgeon's instead? Can't find ice cream. They didn't have ice creams, but I did get a 4-pack of Coca-Cola. And I still need to get an ice cream. I don't need to get an ice cream, but I want to. We are going to have to go to the big Sainsbury's, I think. Flake 99 or Cornetto or Oreo. Cornetto cam. This is the coolest thing about my van. I've got a freezer. Okay, I need to take them out of that. That was a terrible throw. Now for the past 36,000 miles, this van has been insured with Adrian Flux. Thanks to them for supporting this channel and not only insuring this vehicle, but also mine and my dad's 1979 old classic Mini. Adrian Flux specialise in insuring any vehicle, whether it's a odd little camper like this or an old classic car. So if you've got a vehicle that needs to be insured, use the link in the description of this video to insure your vehicle with Adrian Flux. Now tonight I want to cook fish and chips for dinner because the other day I did some fishing and caught some fish from the sea. But see, the problem is I don't have any chips. I have potatoes growing in my garden, but they're not ready to harvest yet. So I'm gonna go to the fish and chip shop. I got some new shoes the other day. Do you like them? I quite like them. They're really comfortable. Hiya. Yeah. Could I just have one portion of chips, please?
Large one?
Yes, please.
Calamari?
And
one calamari. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Cheers. We've got our chips. Chip cam. I think the best thing about living in England is the copious amounts of fish and chip shops. Wherever you are in the country, you are no more than 5 miles away from a fish and chip shop. Yum! But today, we only got chips. I can now drive to my favourite local camp spot on top of the South Downs. The South Downs is basically just a hill. It's quite a long hill. I think it's like 165 kilometers long. And the rock that forms this hill is chalk. And I think chalk is basically loads of sea creatures which are millions of years old, all compacted down to form this white rock. So when I'm up there, I'm basically standing on millions of years of compacted sea creatures. That's what I read in a book. Gosh, it's busy up here. We've arrived at our kitchen, cook-up place. This is why I come up here. Could not have picked a better evening for it. It's incredibly beautiful up here, and from this spot you can see, I can see where I live over there. It looks like there's a fire over there actually. On the way here whilst driving I saw a fire engine, so I guess they were going to that fire. Normally it's really windy up here because it's at the top of a big hill, but today it's like super calm and I feel like I need to whisper, otherwise I'm ruining the beautiful silence.
You made this by yourself?
This, yeah.
Is it? Can I have a look?
Yeah, go for it, yeah, have a look.
Wow. That's nice.
Cool. Yeah, that's really nice.
So you made it yourself?
Oh yeah.
Alright.
I got this van last year and it was just like normal van.
Yeah.
I did the woodwork and it's not very good.
No, it's so nice.
No, you can go anywhere you want.
Yeah.
You can travel all the...
Yeah.
I have planned like this as well.
Oh, you should definitely do it.
You can have your dinner here.
Yeah.
You got fridge as well?
Yeah, I got a fridge in there.
Ah,
yeah.
cool.
Thank you, mate.
Thank you,
No
mate.
problem.
Yeah.
Have a good evening.
You too, you too.
Here's my studio kitchen setup. We got the kitchen, got the cameras, we got the lights. Now inside this box is some fish. Now the reason I have a fish is because I've been doing some fishing. I recently got a boat and I've been going on a number of boating trips, actually just over there, like, in the city of Brighton. My friend and I took our boat out last week and we had some incredible weather. The sea was like glass, it was amazing. And I caught this great tasting fish called a bream. I went out again the day after and got lucky enough to catch some big bass, which are also a great tasting fish, and that's what I would be eating tonight. I recently learned that it's really important to preheat stainless steel pans before cooking, as this closes up the pores and creates a non-stick surface. You can drop water on the pan to see if it's ready. When the water droplets float around the pan like this, you know it's hot enough. Once the fish was cooked, I placed it on the plate skin side up so it stays crispy, and then I quickly cooked up some fresh sugar snap peas from the garden. I don't get so self-conscious when I'm filming, but for some reason today, I turned up, got my cooking stuff set up, ready to film, and then cars pulled up either side of me, had their windows down so they could hear everything I was saying, and I was like, I can't do this. Hence why I've been doing it in voiceover the whole time. Anyway, now I feel comfortable because I have closed the doors and hidden inside the van. So that's the fish part, and I've got a few other additions. In here, we have the chips. Some people like to get takeaways, other people like to cook everything from scratch. I like to make the most of everything. So I used the fish that I caught from the sea, some sugar snap peas that I grew in the garden, and some lovely chunky chips from the local fish and chip shop. I'm so happy about this food. And it's not even done yet. I think it's quite traditional to have tartar sauce with fish and chips. I took some mayonnaise, and then I think normally you use gherkins, but I had some sweet and sour chilies that I chopped up and used instead. And then there's also some tarragon and parsley and lemon juice in there. And it's the perfect dipping sauce for these chips. And to finish it off, we got some lemon juice, some fresh parsley. Well, this feast is to celebrate what has been definitely the craziest year of my life, and thanks to this van for taking me on all these crazy adventures. Okay, let's try the bass. Bass has the most incredible texture. It's so moist and succulent. And you know what? The best drink, in my opinion, to have with fish and chips is a Coke. Cleans your mouth out, ready for another bite of the greasy chips. I mean, the Coke doesn't really clean your mouth out, but it sort of refreshes your mouth, ready for more food. Right, let's go watch the sunset. There's like no wind. It's completely calm. Not a bad place to have a cornetto, eh? Definitely my favourite part of a cornetto, the chocolate bit at the bottom. Happy midsummer, everyone. Wasn't that just the most incredible sunset? I'm so glad I came up here this evening to watch that, because it is not always that good. Anyway, thanks so much to everyone who has watched and supported this YouTube channel for the last year and a half. I am very grateful for all the support. I'll see you soon for another video. It will probably be a beekeeping video or a gardening video, or maybe it'll be something else. I don't actually have a clue. Cheers for watching. I'll see you soon. That cornetto was also absolutely delicious.